What's happening, YouTube heads? Glad to see y'all back again at the house that never sleeps. We're going to talk about tuners today. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about tuners, and I've been wanting to review this. This is a Peterson Strobo Clip, I think is what it's called. Strobo Clip. I don't see it, but I think that's what it's called. Strobe tuner. Anyways, I'm going to review this and compare it to a bunch of others. I got a Snark here. I think it's a Snark, yeah. And a Enote. And then how many of y'all remember these? These were the old tuners back in the day. You got to switch a switch for each string. Every string has got 6 positions on it. Battery check, on and off, and then 6 positions on another switch. Hold up where we can see it maybe. Very old tuner. Still a very good one. Still works. It's made by Ovation, it says. But I'll just leave that out. But Peterson Strobo Clip, I think is what this is called. It's got a little switch here. Oh man, I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyways, the thing lights up. It's got to pick up a signal or noise to light up. It's getting my voice right now. These tuners are hard to beat, man. They are accurate within 1/10 of 1 cent. That's how accurate these tuners are. Or that's what Peterson claims. And I believe they are. I've had this. I'm not getting paid for this. This is one review I'm doing on my own. This is my tuner. I own it. I've had it like a couple years or something now. Drug it all up and down the East Coast, playing jam stations, loud noises, rooms and places, you know, where it was really hard to tune up or hear yourself. With this, you don't even have to hear the guitar. Just clip it on the peg head, tune to it. I'll show you how it works. We'll compare it with all these others and see if it's the same as all of those or not. And these Snarks, I never had very good luck with those. They always break, man. Right there. Right where the head pivots. That always breaks off. In fact, the same collar. You can see where I patched this one up one time. But yeah, they work okay. They're just, you know, they're really easy to break. I don't like those too good. The Note is an okay tuner. I've used quite a few of those for a long time. Getting back to the Peterson. This is what the Peterson arrives in, okay? When you buy the Peterson Strobo Clip. Just to tell you a few things. I've also got this. We can see how well it is on the money with this. This is just a tuning fork. Probably headphone lovers going to love that. But this Peterson tuner, man, it's got everything but a kitchen sink in it. And there's probably one of those in there if you can find it. First off, it's good for pretty much any instrument. In fact, it's got a whole bunch of instruments in here. And it's got them, you know, presets built into it. Sweeteners, I think they call it. EQ for standard chromatic tuning, GTR for exclusive sweetened tuning for guitar, ACU for acoustic guitars, BAS for bass, 12 strings. It's got the DADGAD mode tuning, all kinds of settings for electric guitars, dobro, banjo, ukulele, mandolin, violin, viola, cello. Just a whole bunch of presets in the tuner itself. Of course, you'd want to select whatever preset that you want to use, you know, for whatever instrument you're playing or whatever the situation is. It also has a sustain mode, okay? For instruments like, I don't know, like a violin where the attack is just pops and then it decays really fast. Well, it's got a sustain mode in there for that. Works beautiful, man, on like violins, banjos, and stuff like that that decay really quick. And it's full of stuff. I mean, the thing is just packed with, it's got a capo mode. So if you have a capo on the 2nd fret, okay, your G string becomes an A string. If you want, on the Peterson, you can put capo 2, which means 2nd fret, and then your G string will register on the Peterson tuner as a G string. Even though you got a capo on and you're in A, it will register. You don't have to think about what note is this and what note is that. If you got a capo on the 5th fret, your G string becomes a C. Put the capo, select capo 5, and your G string will become a G again, even though you're capoed at the 5th fret. It's just got all kind of cool stuff like that in it. And like I say, I've had the thing for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, I guess I've had it. And drug it all over the road, took it with me everywhere, and it's performed flawlessly, man. They even send you an extra battery. Like I say, it comes in this little case, well packed. It's a very sensitive piece of equipment from what I understand. Much more sensitive than these others that we're going to touch on. We're not going to talk a lot about them. But the things I just told you, that's some of the basic things that are built into it. And there's a lot more. It's too much to go through. I have it set for ACU, that's acoustic guitar right now. I think I may have the sustain mode on. I maybe should turn that off, but we'll take the pitchfork. It's got to be, you would think a pitchfork would be in tune. I mean, if you can't trust that, what can you trust, you know? But who knows? We're going to try it against all these tuners. And I'll bring the camera over here where you can see them. And then we'll put it on the guitar. Well, actually, I'll put them on the guitar first and show you that. Hold on, let me get geared up for that. Man, I like that when it happens that way. Holy shit! Alright. Well, we'll do this first. I'll show you how the tuner works. I can't see the monitor on the camera at all here, so hopefully you're able to see that. The idea is to stop it from moving. Now, if that string was flat, see, it rolls to the left. Of course, if it's sharp, it rolls to the right. It's very close. Like I say, this thing is accurate within 1/10 of 1 cent. That's pretty accurate. But you can see what I mean by see, it's flat. I use this tuner to set intonation with. That sitar noise going on. I need to put strings on this guitar. Now it's got, like I say, I cannot see the camera screen from the way I'm set up here. Hopefully if I turn it over like this, you'll be able to see the buttons on it. Menu and plus and minus. So when you hit the menu button, there it's in sustain mode. There's normal mode. Hit the menu again. There's GTR for guitar, acoustic, bass. Hopefully you'll be able to see those modes on the bottom. I can't see them well enough to tell you what they are. I need to get back in guitar mode. There's acoustic mode. Hopefully you can still see that okay. That's in acoustic mode. Now you can also calibrate it. It calibrates itself when you turn it on, but at 440. You can calibrate it to, you know, under that or above it if you want. That's all built into it as well. So hold on, let's try it against the pitch pipe, and we'll compare the Peterson with all these others. Hold on. Ah, fuck. Here's one comparison. You can see it. Peterson's supposed to be clipped in the center of the headstock. It's not. That's why it's kind of funky. It doesn't jump around that much if you have it in the center of the headstock. So let's compare them all now with the pitch pipe. Hold on. So hopefully this will work and you'll be able to see this. Okay, got the almighty Snark here and the tuning fork to A 440. A little bit sharp. The Snark says this is a little bit sharp, okay? Not much, but a little bit. So let's see what the Enote says. I think I might have told you that was Note, but it's Enote actually. Whoa, hold on. Might be favoring the sharp side just a little bit. I think it's closer than the Snark was. Now this old tuner, I got it set for A string. This tuner is probably next in line to the Peterson. And it says that's a whole lot sharp. Very odd. Okay. The almighty Peterson. Let's try it. Peterson says it's sharp too. I can't get the thing to sustain long enough to... It's favoring the sharp side. I just saw a B and an F pop up there. Yeah, it's favoring the sharp side. Okay, so the Peterson says that the pitchfork is sharp, as does the old antique tuner. A little bit sharp. Let's try the note one more time, and I'll stick it in the favoring the sharp side there, I think. I'm looking at this backwards in the camera. It appears backwards to me. But it does say it's a little bit sharp. I think the note is more accurate than these things are. Snark. I never had very good luck with Snark tuners. See, it says it's dead on. Maybe favoring the sharp side a little bit. Yeah. So the Peterson, the Enote, I think it's the Enote, and the Ovation all say it's a little bit sharp. The Snark kind of favors the sharp side too, but not as much. Tiny bit there. So they all are favoring the sharp side a tiny bit. But I guarantee you that Peterson is more accurate than any of this other crap. Hold on, let me reset this camera. I don't like this angle too much, man. So there you have it. A quick rundown on the Peterson tuner. Like I say, there's the box that it comes in. Very sensitive piece of equipment. You wouldn't want to drop that very many times. The box is really padded good, I guess, for shipping, and I never carried it in it. I always just kept it in my guitar case. You know, I don't leave them clipped on the guitar anymore. But yeah, man, you got all these tuners here. I've got more of them. I'm just too lazy to dig them out, but I think I made my point. I just pretty much wanted to tell you about the Peterson. Like I say, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not getting a free tuner. Nothing, man. This is my tuner. I bought it 3 years ago, and I like it better than anything I have ever used before. I use this one a lot of times to set intonation when I'm doing setup work here. It's perfect. But you got to set it for the, like I said, it's got all those presets built into it. And you have to set it, you know, for it to accurately work. It depends greatly on what, you know, that you have it set on the proper preset for whatever instrument you're using it on. The sustain thing I was telling you about, that it affects it greatly too. You know, you wouldn't want sustain turned on, and it is on a guitar. You know, maybe an electric guitar, solid body without an amp, you might turn the sustain on this for that. You know, so it would ring out longer, pick it up better. Anyways, that's the Peterson tuner. That's what it looks like. There's the 3 buttons on top. It's all you need, and then one right here to turn it on and off. But Peterson's way to go, guys, in my opinion. Buy one of these. You won't need anything else. Like I say, this thing is, I've drug it all over the East Coast playing music. and it adapts to road wear really well. And in crowded places where it's noisy, you can, it doesn't affect it. It still works perfect. This Snark, in a noisy place, I know it's got a mic setting and a vibration setting. And in either one of those settings, in a noisy atmosphere environment, it just goes crazy, man. Same way with the Note, with the Enote. I think it's an Enote, yeah. The Enote's not as bad at that as the Snark is. This one, it's so old I can't remember. You know, I hardly ever use this anymore, though it is very accurate. I'll give you a better look at it since it's so old. There's the switch for each string. There's 6 positions there. 1 for each guitar string or bass or whatever you're tuning. And it's got marked on there what they are: E, B, G, D, A, and E. But that's a good tuner. I'm sure you probably can't buy these anymore. Not that one. But anyways, that's my little rundown on the Peterson Strobo Clip tuner. One other thing I want to show you all that's coming up. I'm going to review this again. I got a review here on my channel about this, but it's not very good. It's just a crappy review. What it is this Fishman Ellipse. If you'll look right inside of here, there's a condenser mic right there on a gooseneck that connects to that. There's an electronic board behind that. You can't see it. It's also got a piezo pickup under the saddle, so I can use that blend to blend between the condenser mic up here and the piezo pickup under the saddle back here. And it's got volume and phase. You can change the phase between the two. Fishman Ellipse, I think is what they call it. I'm going to review that again, give you an update on that. That is the best thing that I have ever bought for my guitar. Let me get zoomed out here a little bit. It's hard to see in here with all these lights. I've got it lit up, baby. Anyways, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Check Peterson out. If you're going to spend the bucks on a tuner, I think I gave, I don't know, $60, $70, 70 something, I can't remember really, but it was worth every penny of it. And I would highly recommend these. If you're going to spend the money for a tuner, try this. For 70 bucks, man, or so, you know, you'll be glad you did. You probably throw everything else away. I mean, I never use this other stuff anymore since I got the Peterson. I use the Peterson for everything. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope that helps some of y'all out, and I'll see you real soon again. Cheers to you.